On May 1, 2011, helicopters descended out of darkness to insert U.S. Special Operations Forces in the most important counterterrorism mission in U.S. history. It was an operation so secret, only a select few U.S. officials knew what was about to happen. The location was a fortified compound in a Pakistani town 2 hours outside Islamabad. The target was Osama bin Laden. So much could have gone wrong as SEAL Team 6 swept into Pakistan's dark landscape, dropped down ropes into a compound lined by wall after wall, exchanged gunfire, and confronted Geronimo face to face. The vital things went right. Just about every contingency the commandos trained for came at them rapidly, chaotically, and dangerously in their lunge for Osama bin Laden. They had acted on the best intelligence the U.S. ever had on bin Laden's whereabouts, since he slipped away in the mountains of Tora Bora just under a decade before. But it was guesswork, too, with the commandos' lives, a president's reputation, and a nation's prestige riding on the outcome. President Obama put the raiders in motion on the pretty good chance they would find their man, as CIA Director Leon Panetta, who was overseeing the operation back in Washington, put it. Nestled in an affluent neighborhood, the compound was surrounded by walls as high as 18 feet, topped with barbed wire. 2 security gates guarded the only way in. A third-floor terrace was shielded by a 7-foot privacy wall. The raid was carried out by approximately 24 helicopter-borne U.S. Navy SEALs from SEAL Team 6. They were supported by 79 members of Delta Force. The 160th Special Operations Aviation Regiment, known as the Night Stalkers, flew the team in onboard never-before-seen stealth versions of the Black Hawk helicopter. The operation needed a plan in case the SEALs had to fight their way out. So 2 Chinooks were sent into Pakistani airspace, loaded with backup teams, just in case. Reaching their target, the raiders suddenly had to improvise. Their plan to place a rappelling team on the roof with a second team dropping into the courtyard was jettisoned when one of the helicopters, its blades clawing at hot, too-thin air, had to put down hard. Back at the White House and at a CIA command center, officials, including President Obama, had monitored the operation to this point, apparently on TV monitors, although the administration won't say. Special forces are typically outfitted with video. After the nerve-wracking, nearly half-hour gap in information from the scene, Washington got word that Geronimo was killed in action. The raiders' work was not done. They quickly swept the compound, retrieving possibly crucial records on the operations of al-Qaeda. They destroyed the chopper that gave them trouble. This renewed worries that Pakistani authorities would discover the mission prematurely. Neighbors certainly noticed. The non-combatants, their hands bound with plastic ties as the operation unfolded, were left for Pakistani officials to round up. The raiders scrambled aboard the remaining Black Hawk and a Chinook, bin Laden's body with them, and flew to the USS Carl Vinson in the North Arabian Sea. The ground operation had taken about 40 minutes. Mere hours after the operation, before most of the world knew bin Laden had been found and killed, his body was buried at sea. Another helicopter mission completed, another target taken out.